Hello and welcome or welcome back. For today, I thought I address a theme very present in the language community. Well, it's about comparing each other. You see a YouTuber saying I learned Spanish in a month, in a week, or and it's not clickbait. They mean it that way. Well, there are a few things you should consider when you compare yourself with others. Um, and I think the most important thing is you shouldn't compare yourself with others. You can't compare yourself with your past self. That's the only person you should compare yourself to. And I tell you in a few seconds why you should compare yourself with others. But first, think about it that way. How can you compare yourself with all the people out there if you don't know for sure if it's true? We see only what we post. So if I post a video about how I learned Spanish in a week, you can't verify if I really did it or if I just making it up. So be worried about this. And that's also the point why I post videos about me speaking in the languages so you see for yourself what point I am. So, points you should consider when you start comparing yourself with others. First, they have another background, so they have another mother tongue for language, as an example. Other mother tongue, they know other languages that may help them with learning a new language. Like if you're learning Italy or Portuguese, then it's probably a good thing to know already Spanish. To know Spanish already. I mixed that sentence up. And also, each person has other knowledge about languages, about the environment. So even this is helpful to learn a language. If you know in Spanish there are a lot of Latin words, little bit of Arabic, a little bit of Greek, I mean Old Greek, then it's obvious that you have an easier time learning them because you know the background why some words act as they do. Then also every person has an other schedule. So if I say I learn Spanish in a month, then maybe I didn't address that I learn 8 hours or more a day. And probably most people, including me, don't have 8 hours a day to learn a language. So that's also something to consider. And also, if you're into fitness, also, you may probably have other things to do to keep up your physique. So it's not that easy to compare each other. Another thing is the priorities. That's kind of similar to the schedule because if you have other priorities like fitness, keeping your physique up, keeping you healthy, so you pre-cook, I don't know, then your priorities are probably not on language learning only. So you schedule things other. So these two are kind of together. Then also every person has an other wow mental state. So if you're working 8 hours a day in a tiring job, then the last thing you want to do is study for another 4 hours. So probably even 1 hour studying can be very, very exhausting. So keep that in mind. And also, if someone says that's the best routine, or you have to try this, and with this you can learn a new language in a month, you can accept this, you can try this, but always consider changing the routine so it fits you. So if you're learning a new language and grammar is super simple for you, and on the other side you struggle with vocabulary, then it's probably best to change the routine from someone who's good in vocabulary and bad in grammar, or who's both on an equal level, to fit your style, to learn more grammar because you're struggling. No, now I switched it. To learn more vocabulary because you're struggling with it, and to keep grammar at a little bit lower level, or not lower level from your language level, but on your time level, time management, to keep it a little bit lower, so you can kind of have it equal because you need more time for vocab because it's difficult for you. So keep that always in mind. And like I said at the beginning, try to compare yourself only to your past self. That's the only way you see your improvement, you see how you get better in a language, and also it's the only way to get not frustrated about you're not that good like this person, and you don't speak 12 languages like this person. And yes, I'm sure there are people that are like 15 years old and speak like 20 languages, and I don't know one. So I'm not trying to. If there is someone out there being 50 years old speaking 20 languages, then prompts to them. But I don't know one, so I don't try to attack someone. And also, if you're trying to compare yourself to others, or try to find out what's the best routine for you, when comparing, try to find someone who's equal to you, has a kind of same background, and even then it's not healthy to compare each other. It's like always wanting to have something else. Be thankful for the state you're in, and keep that in mind that not everyone has the same background. And I know a few people that have grown up speaking multiple languages, and I think it's unhealthy to compare myself to them because they knew it since kindergarten. So don't compare yourself. Be mindful of your learning. Compare yourself only to yourself, to your past self, and see the effort you put in. So if you don't see you're improving, then try writing down what you are doing and see if that's helping. So if I want to improve my speaking and I read 24/7, then it's probably not helpful for my speaking, or not as helpful as other things, like speaking with a native speaker can be. But that's also up to you what's helpful for you. It's maybe for someone it reading is helpful because they read aloud in their brain, in the mind. So change everything, every routine you see online to your style, and don't try to copy someone else's style. You can try it. Maybe it works, but don't compare yourself and change to your needs. That's probably all I have to say about that. And yeah, so this is the end of today's video. If you want to be updated about my language learning and see more videos about language learning and so on, feel free to subscribe. And if you want to go crazy, there's a little bell. And yes, if you agree with me or if you enjoyed this video and want to show me that, give it a like. You can also post your opinion in the comments. I mean, every video you see, it's only an opinion. I can't force you to believe me. I can't force you to agree with me. I can only show you my opinion. And it's up to you if you accept that, if you keep it in mind, or if you're just like, I don't care. So let me know what you're thinking. And if you want to have a little language exchange in any of my languages, you can contact me via Instagram or via Discord. And I see you next time. Bye.